Let's look at procedures for a minute. So this lets you take that old-fashioned accounting manual that we all used to have in binders and actually transform it to something that's alive, on the cloud, accessible to all your staff, even if they're distributed. It lets you document the step-by-step instructions, but also include some screenshots to really make it clear what you need to do, give them some more examples and some reasons why, some of the best practices, and also maybe some troubleshooting steps if things go wrong. So when you're writing these procedures, we've discovered that the best practice for creating these is actually to create them in Google Docs first. Because Google Docs lets you copy and paste pictures in so easily, resize them easily, change your formatting. It's just a really fast way to actually write these, and then once they're written, you can just select all of the text, all of the pictures, copy, and then when you're in Aero and you're creating a new procedure, you just paste it all in to this area, and voila. So it's a really easy way to do this. When you have procedures, you are required to set up a procedure type. These service types are left up to you. Here's some suggested ones. You may have a service that you provide. These may be firm-specific for internal procedures or client-specific for procedures that are specific to one particular client. Maybe they have a specific way of doing their invoicing, if you're doing their invoicing for them, or they have a particular payroll that's pretty tricky to run, and you have specific instructions just for that client that are adapted maybe from the firm's standard service model. You're going to want to name the procedure. And again, this is something that's going to make sense to you later when you're looking at the list of all your procedures so you can find it quickly. And then in this description is really the meat of everything. There are options here for formatting your text, inserting bullet points. You can insert hyperlinks that send them out to another website if they need to. You can actually insert pictures here if you need to. Again, we've found it so much easier to do them in Google Drive and then do this, but absolutely you can upload a picture from somewhere. You do have to have an actual web address. So again, you can store those on your local server if you need to, on your server if you need to, up in the cloud, or you can do them and create a Google Doc address. You can create a table within here, etc. So it is pretty powerful. And then finally, if you have created a procedure for a service that you never provide anymore, you really don't want to see it on a list, you can always uncheck this active button and it'll disappear from your list. So then we can close, or we can save and close. Maybe you just wanted to pop in and adjust things. But I love that this fact is now a living document. The stuff that we do in today's world with all these SaaS apps just changes all the time. I constantly have to update my procedures. I constantly have to update that internal knowledge base so it stays relevant. And having this alive is so much easier to just go in and maybe change one step. So I'm going to go ahead and save and close that. And then I've got my procedure list. From here I can view any of them. I can sort them by type name, and then I can see whether they're active or not.